Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am here with all of the October romance releases and my TBR. So October is a super stacked month. So many releases coming out. I think I have close to 30 on my list that I'm going to be chatting about that I want to make a priority, I want to get to. Some of these I do have arcs for, so like those I'm definitely getting to this month. Like obviously I want to get to them all. That's what I want to do every month, but like with August and September and now October too, like so many releases have come out in these last 3 months that I feel like I've just been reading new releases nonstop, where like I do want to take a break because I do want to read other books. I want to read backlist reads for favorite authors. There's ones that I've heard about that people have loved that I want to go check out that weren't on my radar. Like I want to get into some other reads too. So like if they could chill on these new releases, that would be amazing. Just saying, for November and December. Those are definitely the priority, the majority of my TBR for the month. Like I want to get to them all, like let's face it. So yeah, we'll see how many I get to. I'm just super excited. It's October. I love spooky season. I love fall and winter especially. So I'm just excited to be in this kind of close to the holidays time of the year. Also this month in October is the Love in Vegas book signing at the end of the month. So I'm so excited to go back to that. That was my first book signing that I went to last year. Had such a fun time and it set me off on this entire like book signing, going to them all, like having so much fun this year. So yeah, this is the last book signing I have for 2023. So excited to go, so excited to see bookish friends again and just like have a good time, meet some authors for the first time, see some favorites that I've already met. Like let's be real, my favorite part of book signings is meeting up with bookish friends, seeing them in person. Like we all live spread out across the United States. There's friends who live across the world. And so it's fun to see everybody in one place. We get to do things outside of the book signing, like you go to shows, go to restaurants, eat, just chat. Like it's going to be a fun time. I can't wait. But anyways, enough with that chatting. Let's just jump into the October new releases. We'll get to those. I also have a couple like book club and read along reads, and then some other books that like maybe I can fit in if there's time that aren't new releases, but we'll see how it goes. So first up on October 3rd are The Stars Are on Our Side by Jennifer Hartman. This is her newest release. It does exist in the same world as Still Beating and Lotus. So definitely read those books before jumping into this one. I did get an arc of this one, so I've already finished it. So I am already on a good start for October because I don't have to worry about reading this one. But yeah, put it on your radar if it's not already. I'm sure it is. So like Still Beating, this is a dark romance. This one in particular felt even heavier than Still Beating did for me, with the elements of like captivity and being kidnapped, things like that. So just know that going in. It's told throughout the entire book because the heroine is out of the situation, but you hear her telling her story over the entirety of the book, if that makes sense. So like we're still beating the event of the captivity happened at the beginning of the story. This one, it's carried out throughout the entire story. So yeah, just know that going in. Also on October 3rd is The Best Laid Plans by Carla Sorensen. This is the next book in her, I don't even remember what the series is, but I know the other book came out earlier this year. I always have a good time with her books and plan to get to this one as well. And then the last on October 3rd is a historical romance novella from Kate Bateman, which I am so excited for. It's The Phantom of Drury Lane, and I cannot wait for this one. I love Phantom of the Opera retellings. I love Kate Bateman and like historical romance novella with phantom vibes. Like give it to me. Obsessed with the cover. I want a physical copy for sure. Love it so much. On October 5th is Irresistible by Willow Astor. This is, I believe, the third book in her, is it Landmark Mountain series? I think that's the name of it. This one, I need to catch up on the entire series, so I won't be getting to this one anytime soon, but yeah, this is this one. I love the covers for this whole series, and I'm excited to get into them. I know they're small town, and I just like love the look of the covers and the setting. Like it looks so beautiful. Also on October 5th is Don't Forget Me Tomorrow by A.L. Jackson. This, I cannot wait for this one. Obsessed with the cover. Love it so much. This book exists in the same series that her Love Me Today book did that came out earlier this year that I absolutely loved. It was one of my favorite reads of the month I read that one. I think it was like back in May or June. Loved that one so much. Small town. I have no idea what this one is about. I didn't even read the synopsis. Like I just want to jump in and have a good time. And on October 6th is Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is of course book 5 in her Chestnut Springs series. Cannot wait. Have had a great time with this entire small town series. It's set in Canada. There's very much like a cowboy western vibe to it, which I will have an arc of this one. It showed up in my email earlier this week, so I cannot wait for it to hit my Kindle and to jump into it. So then on October 10th, we have quite a few books to get to. So first up, the one I'm most excited for on this day is Caught Up by Liz Tom Ford. This is the third book in her series. So the first book was Mile High. The second book was The Right Move. I am obsessed with The Right Move. It's one of my favorite books of this year that I've read. So I am so excited for this one. I know it's going to be a single parent, single dad hero. He plays baseball, and I believe the heroine's the nanny for his son. So can't wait. Say less. All my favorite tropes. It's going to be amazing. Also on October 10th is Holly Jolly Ever After by Sierra Simone and Julie Murphy. So this exists in the same series that they did, was it A Merry Little Meet Cute last year, I want to say, for Christmas time. So I'm excited to get into this one. I've had a good time with this series. I especially love the audios. So I think I already have the audio hold through Libby for this one to get to. They are these very spicy versions of like Hallmark Christmas movie vibes, if that makes sense. So yeah, I can't wait for that one. So on October 10th is Better Hate Than Never by Chloe Leese. So this one is from her traditionally published series. She had a book for it last year around the same time, and now this one is book 2. This one, I believe they're all like Shakespearean retellings, but like obviously in contemporary times or like vibes. So yeah, I don't know too much about this one, but I will check it out on audio. I have the audio hold out for this one as well. And then lastly on October 10th is Promise Me by Carly Jean. So this author, her debut romance was earlier this summer. It was like a baseball or like a community center type rec center baseball vibe to it. So this one, I can't remember if it's also sports romance, but I will probably check it out eventually. All right, and then on to October 12th, which is another day stacked with new releases. So 2 of which I do have arcs for. First up on October 12th, which I have an arc for it, and I actually just got a physical copy of it as well in the mail today. Cannot Wait is Madam by Sarah Kate. So this is book, I want to say 6 in the Salacious Players Club series. I've loved this entire series. They are so much fun, basically centered around this like kink sex club. We've gotten all the co-owners of the club, and then now we're getting into some of the members of the club. So it is so much fun. Cannot wait. This heroine has been featured throughout the entire series, and I cannot wait for her book. So good. Can't wait to jump in. Also on October 12th, which I will be getting an arc of this one as well. I'm on her arc team, is Good Game by Madison Fox. Cannot wait for this one. This is her debut romance. I know it involves gamers, like the hero and the heroine play video games. Cannot wait. We are definitely a video game household in my house, so I cannot wait to jump into this one. Madison, of course, is a bookstagrammer, TikToker, all of those things, and I can't wait to check out her debut romance. On October 12th as well is The Problem with Dating by Brittany C. Cherry. Cannot wait for this one. I love her books so much, and yeah, this one's out on October 12th. And lastly, on October 12th is Obsession Falls by Claire Kingsley. So this one I'm kind of apprehensively excited about. Claire Kingsley, I enjoyed her books years ago. More recently, I haven't really been wowed by some of her books I've been reading, but like I still want to give them a try, and her blurbs always sound so good. This one in particular sounds really fun, so hopefully I love it, and yeah, I'll give it a try. And on October 13th, which is actually Friday the 13th this year for October, love that so much, is Grimstone by Sophie Lark. This one is a new release from her. She actually just dropped the release date just a few days ago, so I am excited to check this one out. Here's the cover. Love the like dark vibes. I know nothing else about it. I do enjoy Sophie Lark's books. Then on October 19th is Shadows of You by Catherine Cowles. This is book 4 now in her Lost and Found series, which I have been absolutely loving. I cannot wait to read this one. I know Jess from Peace Love Books already read this one and was raving about it, saying it is amongst her new fave in the series. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for this one. All right, and then on October 24th, we have quite a few new releases. So first up is The Duke Starts to Scandal by Sophie Jordan. This one we'll see if I get to. Sophie Jordan, I've read a couple of her books. They're kind of hit and miss for me, and we'll see how this one goes. I might try to grab the audiobook when that releases. So yeah, that's out on October 24th. So on October 24th is King of Greed by Anna Wong. So this is the 3rd book in her series that has had King of Wrath, King of Pride, and now we're having King of Greed. I am excited for this one. All of the early blurbs and like the tropes for it sound amazing. I do need to get caught up though and read King of Pride before jumping into this one. So I have some catching up to do, but yeah, cannot wait for this one. Then also on October 24th, this one I have an arc of it. So it is Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake. I cannot wait to get to this one. I've loved this entire series. The whole series are sapphic romances, and I'm just very excited to get into this one. Obsessed with the cover. Just so excited for this one, and I cannot wait to jump into it. So on October 24th is A Not So Distant Love by Heidi Kimball. So I recently read this author's historical romance, which was Heart in the Highlands, earlier in the summer. Really enjoyed that one. It was so beautiful. It is a closed door romance, but like sometimes I am in the mood for those. Like I don't care if the romance and the story and the plot are interesting to me. So yeah, this one follows up some characters that we already kind of know from book 1. So I'm excited to get to it. And then lastly on October 24th is Big Nick Energy by Morgan Elizabeth. This one I can't even remember if it's a novella or if it exists with her characters we've already met in the Revenge series. I can't even tell you. Is it Christmas related? I don't know. We will see, but I'm excited to get to it. I really love this author's 'Tis the Season for Revenge last year, and like I've been meaning to read more of her books ever since. And then on October 27th, we have 2 books coming out. So first up is Watch Your Mouth by Candy Steiner. I am so excited for this one. I am a Candy stan for life. I love all of her books. I've read almost all of her books except for her PSU series. So I do need to get to those eventually, but I'm just kind of savoring them. And yeah, this one I am so excited for. It exists in her same hockey romance series that her book earlier this year, which was Meet Your Match, came out in. So cannot wait. Hockey, sports, romance, like candy, just she's amazing at sports romance, and I cannot wait for this one. And then lastly, on October 27th is You Beautiful Thing You by Saffron Kent. I am excited for this one. I didn't even realize this author had a new release coming out until her PA hit me up and asked if I wanted to get an arc of this one. So I'm so excited to get to this one and see what it's about. I haven't read this author for a couple years now, so I'm excited to get to their newest release. And then on October 29th is To Ravish a Rogue by Sam Nacosta. Cannot wait for this one. She writes such great monster romances. This one in particular, I love the historical romance vibes for the cover. I know she said it was a nod to Joanna Lindsay covers, which love that so much. I believe this is pirates and monsters, so I cannot wait. It sounds so much fun. And on October 31st is The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. So this one is a sequel, follow-up, spin-off series, so to speak, from her off-campus series years ago. So I am so excited about this one. I know that series was hockey. I know this is sports romance as well. I believe it's the daughter of one of the couples in that series. Could be wrong, but hopefully that's the case. We'll see. Cannot wait. All right, so those were all the new releases for October. Hopefully you got all those. If not, I do have them all listed in the description of this video. So if you miss any, because there are a ton, definitely go back and check those out. So next are some book club reads or some read-along reads. So first up is a read-along that I'm co-hosting with Samantha from Books with Samantha, Jess from Peace Love Books, and Avery from Ava's Romance Books. So this one, we've been reading the Green Creek series by TJ Klune. So we read Wolf Song, and now we have Raven Song to get to. We're gonna have a live show for this one. It will be on my channel coming up in a couple weeks, so definitely check that one out. Join us if you've read the series before or if you're reading it for the first time like me for all of these. Definitely check it out. Then we also have Heart Song, and then of course Brother Song, and we'll have live shows every Sunday for these ones as well. So cannot wait. This is a werewolf shifter found family series, and I cannot wait to read the rest of them. And then the Historical Hellions book club read for October is This Other Eden by Marilyn Harris. I'm very excited for this one. The cover is absolutely stunning. I know it's like, I think, a darker historical romance with a ton of content warnings, possibly. Could be wrong. It's definitely an old school one, and I cannot wait to check it out. All right, and then I have just a few books that I plan to get to that I either have Libby holds out for or like some that are on my KU that I want to get to. Hopefully, if there's time with all of those like new releases this month. So first up, there are two. They're both titled Hollow. So the first one is Hollow by Sam Nacosta. This one I believe is a novella. Could be wrong. I think it's Headless Horseman, which obsessed with that storyline so much. Cannot wait for this one. And there's also Hollow by Karina Halley. This actually came out the day I'm filming this video, and cannot wait for this one as well. Also, my audio hold for My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine finally came in, so I'm going to jump into that one. I think it's like vampire neighbor, but like rom-com. So can't wait to check that one out, and like perfect for October. Then I also do have the Sinners Anonymous series by Sam Sketcher. This author's supposed to be at the Love in Vegas book signing, and I've been meaning to read this mafia romance series for literally months. I think like back in the spring it was put on my radar or on my TBR. I've been meaning to get to them, and so I really want to try them out before meeting the author at Love in Vegas. So they are dark mafia romances. It's a whole series. I want to check out book one though for sure and see if I continue. Like hopefully it's good, because I'm always wanting to find like new mafia romance authors, so this should be fun. I also do want to jump into a new Ruby Dixon series. So I have read 3 of her series now, and the next one I want to jump into is the Rizdiverse. Hopefully I'm saying that right. That's how I read it, the Rizdiverse series. I know there's a ton of books in it, like When She Belongs, When She Purrs, all of those. So yeah, I'm excited to jump into those. The audiobooks are available on my Hoopla, possibly Libby as well. So I want to jump into those. I'm just like craving to get lost in another Ruby Dixon series. All right, so those are all the books that I plan to get to in October. Definitely so many new releases, but I'm excited for all of them. Hopefully there's time. I want to get to them all. Let me know in the comments if you plan on reading any of the books that I'm going to be reading in October, or if there's a new release that I didn't even mention that's also coming out. Let me know that too. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I'll see you in my next one.